Pop Squat, coming at you. Yesterday I had videos uploading until 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I said, forget it, and I let them upload overnight, and I posted them this morning, so I apologize with this morning being Wednesday morning. So I apologize if you were waiting up to see what videos I posted last night, because they didn't go up until much later today. It could happen again tonight. I'm only having time to do a few tracks tonight, so let's just get into it. We're going to listen to something from, well, I had a different name, but this is the SoundCloud page for somebody going by the name Cra-Z, C-R-A space Z or dash Z, from Glendive, British Indian Ocean Territory. That's interesting. And this song was released, sounds like about 7 months ago. That sounds like I'm reading literally off the page. It's labeled hip hop and rap. It is called Mystery Van Walking on Glass. That's pretty good. It's funny because when I first opened this up, there's this image right here. And it was blurry enough, and I was kind of only looking out of the corner of my eyes. But the words, if you just look at the shape, it kind of looks like pixels in one of the Space Invader creatures. Like it sort of is in that shape. So that's kind of what I thought it was, but then it's not. God knows who took the catalytic converter off our church van. Something, something. Praying for you, maybe? Yeah, praying for you. And that's what that says. So let's give a listen to Cra-Z and Mystery Van Walking on Glass. It is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't have any other information here. It is got the hashtags B, walking, and Bartel. Interesting. Don't know what those are all about. Let's give it a listen. Mystery Van Walking on Glass from Cra-Z. Have to admit that is a very cool sample of some old school R&B, soul. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it sounds like it's got to be from the 50s. It's a pretty cool sound.
I done been around the world a couple times. Bread in my pocket and I'm not like nobody. Got a little cash rate, it's in the time. If you come from you, I fuck around and die. A whole new level and I'm controlling mistakes. Gotta figure out your life and you better do it quick. I ain't never been broke, that shit makes me sick. You wonder why she won't let you take it to the dick.
So I think this is interesting. I'm not sure if the recording of the vocals is as good as I want it to be. And I know it's been kind of distorted and there's a lot of interference from the music itself. But when the voice first comes in, it definitely has the sound of kind of what I encounter with some people who are really early on in recording their music. That sort of raw kind of sound that doesn't quite come through as fully formed as you want it to be, as professionally processed and produced, not processed, as professionally produced as you want it to be, because this beginning to this sounds so cool, and it's so, like, I don't even know, like, it just has this really kind of old school feel to it, and you want the voice, when you hear it, to come through and kind of be also smooth and cool, and this just came through as a little bit raw. It's a little bit higher voice, which is fine, and I just wish it had a bit more production done on the voice to make you kind of go from that smooth intro, all that cool music, into something that also sounded. But again, I don't know for sure exactly how they're recording this, and this might sound 100% exactly like they wanted it to, and I'm just talking out my ass. So I'm going to back up a little bit more so we can hear a little bit more of that cool music.
I done been around the world a couple times. Bread in my pocket and I'm not like nobody. Got a little cash rate.
yeah. And that's the other thing. I think that's probably what it really is the time changes pretty significantly on the music from that cool start sample that they have going on, and then all of a sudden it's and it doesn't it speeds things up, and I think that might be part of it too. I like the distortion they've got here.
At least during nighttime, scaring people, wait for them to instigate, so when I shoot them, then it's legal. Up in the zero, space time continue. No one feels back, steady flow, let's continue. I check the menu for some gold, it's like Cra-Z. Eating fans of color, as a mix that is not. Shows going crazy for the people in the crowd, and I remember that I ain't take my pussy out front. Chop a photo around and eat, you call it ham, yeah, fuck. Chop a photo around and eat, you call it animal. Coming out the zoo, I'm a whole different animal. Painting on my campus is a whole lot of red. Why I buy a house and make a box and crack instead? I keep my whole family fed up with music, but it's not easy shit. Not everyone cool. I'm fluent in the money talking, basically it's translator. Acting hard on internet, I know that you a damn figure. I'm as real as it gets, I never front, that's a lie. I would never even do my own stunts. I'm a front end of the show, but I hit it from the back. Seeing things off of me, have a heart attack.
I kind of digging all these different time changes, and they don't necessarily work like super great, but I like that they're experimenting with the time changes, and maybe that will turn into something that really works at some point. And here it's just interesting. Like, I don't think it's bad. It's just interesting. It's just cool to see how the time shifts and it slows down a little bit, and how that affects what you're hearing. It's very cool. I'm not sure it's doing exactly what they wanted to, but then again, I don't know exactly what they're trying to achieve. It's interesting. That's what I'll say.
In my pocket and I'm not like, alright, got a little cash, man, condition the guy. Get the company where I fuck around and die. A whole new level and I'm controlling the sticks. Gotta figure out your life and you better do it quick. I ain't never been broke, that shit makes me sick. And you wonder why she won't let you think it's her dick.
It's actually that, it's kind of like, it's certainly repetitive, but it kind of almost gives it sort of a spooky kind of feeling, because it sounds kind of like, boo, like somebody trying to spook you, and it's kind of cool. Now it's whales underwater. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I think there's some cool stuff going on there. I love the experimentation, especially with the time changes and the time signature. Like, it's very cool. It's interesting. So, Cra-Z, good stuff. I want to hear more. Looks like you got a bunch more. So I am interested. Let me know. 20 tracks, something like that, maybe. It's cool. Thanks for sending this in, Papa Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Good night.